Bruce Lee was more than just a martial artist. He was a philosopher, a thinker, and an inspiration. His words continue to guide people around the world, not just in martial arts, but in life, discipline, and personal growth. Let's explore some of his most iconic sayings and the wisdom behind them. Philosophy of life. Be water, my friend. Bruce believed that adaptability is the key to survival. Water takes the shape of any container, just as we must flow with circumstances. Example, in fights, Bruce never relied on brute force. He adapted to his opponent's moves. Lesson, life requires flexibility, not rigidity. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. Core principle of Jeet Kune Do. Meaning, take knowledge and habits that serve you, ignore what doesn't, and create your own path. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. Insight, knowledge without action is useless. Example, Bruce didn't just learn martial arts, he applied it in training, teaching, and films. If you always put limits on everything you do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and into your life. Lesson, avoid self-imposed restrictions. Example, breaking barriers in Hollywood despite being Asian in a time of discrimination. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Bruce achieved immortality through impact, not years lived. Lesson, focus on meaningful actions rather than longevity. Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. Importance of humility and learning from failures. Example, Bruce constantly adjusted his techniques after training mistakes. Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a state of constant learning. Philosophy, every challenge is a lesson. Bruce applied this in both martial arts and personal development. Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Mental resilience is more valuable than comfort. Example, training intensely under harsh conditions without complaint. As you think, so shall you become. Mindset shapes reality. Positive thinking and focus are essential. Use only that which works and take it from any place you can find it. Practical philosophy in martial arts and life. Lesson, don't be limited by tradition. Effectiveness matters more than style. Section 2, Martial Arts and Fighting Philosophy. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Talent alone is not enough. Discipline and concentration win fights. In martial arts, the biggest opponent is oneself. Controlling fear, doubt, and ego is harder than any external opponent. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. Strategy and purpose matter more than outcome. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Repetition and mastery are more powerful than variety without depth. Do not fear failure, not death. Fear not trying. Courage to act is the core of achievement. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch. Kick when you have to kick. Simplicity and efficiency in action. Using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation. Freedom from rules, a key principle of Jeet Kune Do. The spirit of the individual is determined by his dominating thought habits. What dominates your mind shapes your behavior. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. Always be open to learning. Ego blocks growth. It's not the daily increase but daily decrease. Hack away at the unessential. Minimalism and focus in life and martial arts. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. Context, core of Jeet Kune. Do philosophy, meaning don't blindly follow rules, create your own path using what works best. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. Insight, action is the only path to mastery. Example, Bruce constantly tested techniques in training and sparring. Do not get set into one form, adapt it and build your own and let it grow. flexibility in both martial arts and personal growth. Life lesson: avoid rigid thinking, evolve with experience. The possession of anything begins in the mind. Mental focus is the first step to achievement. Example: Bruce visualized fight techniques before executing them. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Lesson: always be open to learning, even from unexpected sources. Boards don't hit back. Simplicity in training. Tools are only as useful as your skill. Life lesson: practice must be realistic to be effective. To hell with circumstances, I create opportunities. Bruce Lee believed in controlling what you can, ignoring limits. Example: despite Hollywood's racial bias, he created his own path in cinema. The great mistake is to anticipate the outcome of the engagement. You ought not to be thinking of whether it ends in victory or defeat. Focus on the present, not the end result. Martial arts application: stay in the moment during combat. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Overthinking hinders progress. Life lesson: take action immediately. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Self-mastery is the ultimate goal, even above defeating opponents. It's not the daily increase, but daily decrease. Hack away at the unessential. Focus on removing distractions rather than adding more tasks. Example: Bruce simplified techniques to their most effective forms. Use only that which works and take it from any place you can find it. Efficiency is key. Don't get trapped in tradition. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Action-oriented philosophy repeated for emphasis. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Focus and perseverance often outweigh raw talent. A fight is not won by brute strength, but by control, timing, and adaptability. Bruce's fights were precise and strategic, not about overpowering opponents. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. Humility and openness are prerequisites for learning. Be self-aware, always questioning, always learning. Continuous improvement is a lifelong process. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch, kick when you have to kick. Simplicity and practicality in both life and combat. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. Focus on personal growth rather than material possessions. If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made of. Life is fleeting, make every moment count. Showing off is the fool's idea of glory. Lesson: true skill is quiet and effective, not about bragging. Example: Bruce focused on mastery, not flashy moves to impress. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. Philosophy: purpose drives growth, not just success. Life lesson: use goals to guide effort, even if outcomes vary. Don't fear failure, not failure, but low aim is the crime. Courage to try is more important than avoiding mistakes. Example: Bruce tried unconventional moves in martial arts despite criticism. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Re-emphasis on focus over raw talent. Lesson: consistent practice and mental concentration create mastery. Boards don't hit back. Training tools are only helpful if applied with skill. Example: hitting boards builds technique, not real combat experience. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch, kick when you have to kick. Efficiency and simplicity in action. Life lesson: don't overcomplicate tasks. Do what is necessary when needed. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Importance of humility and open-mindedness in learning. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Legacy comes from meaningful actions, not years lived. Example: Bruce Lee's philosophy in movies inspired generations even decades later. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Mastery comes from repetition and focus, not variety without depth. Use only that which works. Take it from any place you can find it. Practical philosophy in martial arts and life. Lesson: be effective, not bound by tradition.